All right, so hi everybody, and this is Stephanie with Touching Realms. Let's start with our salute. The right hand is a fist. It represents strength. Fingers together, friendship. Thumb bent, humility, and then together, mutual respect. So thank you. Welcome everybody. Just make sure, this is a free class, and just make sure you look at the disclaimer on my website. Doing what feels comfortable for you. Always be comfortable, okay? If it hurts, don't do it. So I'm gonna kind of do a mix of standing or sitting. Looks like so far I got a mix of standing and sitting folks. So I always like to start off with a check-in with our body. And I know some people more might be joining because there was a mix-up on a Zoom. So I may, move back and forth. All right, so feet flat on the ground. Hip, shoulders, and ears in alignment. So I'll go a little bit back further so you can kind of see that. I'm in a chair. We want our chin slightly tucked in, so we don't want our chin up or down, just nicely tucked in. We want to imagine a string connecting us to the ceiling. Shoulders back, nice and relaxed. And let's just notice our breathing, noticing perhaps the sound in the your room, the temperature. Just become aware of this moment. And now let's go a little bit deeper with our breathing. So we want to breathe in through our nose and imagine we're filling up a balloon in our belly. So gently inhale and then gently exhale. And if you can, squeeze in your tummy and your pelvic muscles just a little bit. And let's do that again. Gently inhale and gently exhale. Let's do that one more time. Gently inhale to your comfort and gently relax and exhale. And let's check in with our bodies. What we want to do is a scan of our bodies, letting go of any tension or stress. So starting at the head, going down the neck, the shoulders, the elbows, and the fingers, softening and relaxing the body. Going further down the spine, to the hips, to the thighs, the knees, the ankles, and the feet. Again, relaxing, letting go of any stuck or too much energy in the body, discomfort, pain, and let it be recycled into the earth. And let's take a cleansing breath, feeling very centered, like we're in tune with our bodies. Let's begin with the warm-up movements. So hands slowly rise up and hands slowly come down, gazing at the floor. Let's do that again. Inhale and exhale. And let's do it one more time. Bringing the hands up, nice and comfortable. Looking down at the floor. Now we're going to add on to that. We're going to bring the hands up, and now we're going to turn the wrist. We're going to gently tuck in the chin. We're going to gently push out, and then we're going to gently look down at the floor. So this is a very gentle neck movement. Let's do that again. Gently tucking in that chin, gently pushing out, and gazing down. Let's do it one more time if you like. You can think about your breathing. Inhale, tucking in the chin, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good. Let's bring our hands together, palms face each other. Let the one hand drift down, face the earth. Hands turn inward, palms facing our face. Now we open up our chest, 60% of our neck comfort range. And then we come back to center. The hands gently pass, and to the other side. And then come back to center. And we do it again. Now we're going to go about 80% of our neck comfort. And then the other side. Good. Coming back to center, let's do it one more time. If you like to think about your breath, you can. Inhale And then gently exhale. Maybe you want to squeeze your muscles in a little bit. Other side. Relax. And tighten a little bit the muscles. Coming back to center. Good. Relaxing the shoulders, letting the shoulders belong to the earth. Now we're going to do little shoulder rolls. We're going to go up and slowly down. You can think about your breath. Inhale and exhale. Let's do it one more time. And now let's reverse the direction. So whatever you were doing, you can do it the other way. And one more time. All right, good. So we'll be bringing their hands to the center. Our hands are going to circle around. And hands slowly coming down. Palms opening up, hands circling around. And we'll just slowly let them come down. And one more time. All right, good job. So we're moving on to the spine movement. So we're going to hold an imaginary ball. Bottom hand is going to gently rise up, and then about forehead height, gently push up, gently push down, and then the hands come back together. The other side, gently hands rising, and gently coming back. Good. Let's do that again. If you want to, you can push to the side, so give that a try. See if that feels better in the shoulders. And the other, good. And let's do it one more time. And if you like to think about your breathing, think about the inhale as the hands go up. And then exhale as they come back together. Then the other side, inhale. And hands slowly coming back. Forming that ball. And the hand on top is the direction. Now we're going to gently move our spine. Our nose is going to line up with our knees. So whatever hand or elbow's on top. Gently turn the torso, not very far. Flip the hands. And then we gently go across to the other side. You can flip the hands with the hand going out. And gently carry that ball. One hand at heart height, one hand at belly height. And then gently going across. Flipping the hands. And gently, can you turn your earpods off, Javed? And flipping the hands, going across. And let's finish up, bringing the hands together, and then going across. And then letting go. I want to go a little bit forward because I just got a message. Somebody's trying to, I couldn't see anybody. So anyways, sorry about that. I got a little message that popped up. I think my husband's AirPods or my son's was trying to access this iPad. So anyways, I can see you again. Yay. Okay. So we got back to the spine. So we're going to move on to the hips. And I know some of you may be standing or in a chair. So I'm going to stand for this one. I know a few people on the call are going to be standing for this one. They like to do that. So I'm going to go back a little bit further. So for this one, I want to do it sideways, put the heel in front, hands in the back. And if you can't see, it's just the heel. And then we come to center, making ourselves neutral. And then the back of the foot, heel is almost touching hands in the front. And then we come back to center. And then the heel in front, hands in the back. Let's do that again, pausing. And then the ball of the foot, heel almost touching. Back to center. And then the heel in front. And if you notice, this back leg is slightly bent, so that is straight. This has a slight bend. So if you're able, try to do that again one more time, pausing, ball of the foot, not pausing, and then the heel in front. All right, let's do it to the other side. Heel in front, hands in the back. We come back to neutral, then the ball of the foot, hands in the front. Neutral. And heel in front. Let's do that again one more time. Ball of the foot, back to center, and the heel in front. And then coming back. So that is for the hips. Good job. All right, so the next one we want to do is lift the foot, place it down. I don't think you can see my feet, but my feet are completely flat and they're straight ahead. Then we bring the foot in, go to the other side, lift the foot, place it all the way down. If it's hard to do that, then bring it in closer. All right, now we're going to add the hand. So one hand goes straight out. See, it's going straight out. It's not going to the side. Straight out, hand goes across. It's near the elbow, but not touching. That would be touching, it's below. All right, good job. Now we're going to lift the opposite foot. Gently press. Bring the foot in, relax the hands, and we go to the other side. All right, good. Let's do that again. Gently press. Maybe engage your tummy muscles just a little. And the other side. Good. Let's do it one more time each side. Letting go. And the other. All right, good job. So that is for the hips. Now we're going to move on to the knees. We make empty hollow fist. You can see through them. Hands by our hips. Our feet are in a V, our knees slightly bent. So you can kind of see that with the chair, little whiteness. We're going to lift the one foot, tap it on the ground, opposite arm goes out. So there's no shifting of the weight. We're just very much vertical on the other side. I'll do it here just to show you. Tap and extend the arm. Bringing both back in. Do it from a different angle. Tap, extend, and then bring it back in. Tap, and extend. All right, good job. Let's do it one more time each side. I love this movement. It feels really good in the upper back. Nice and slow, engages the fascia muscles. And the other side. All right, good job. All right, so the next movement, we do shift our knee, our weight forward just a little bit. So we're going to lift the foot, place the heel down, then the toes. It should feel comfortable. Then we shift our weight forward, opposite arm of that leg goes out. Then we bring both back in and go to the other side. Heel, toe, shift, and slowly coming back, good. Other side, heel, toe, and shift. Imagine that you're checking the surface of the ground. You're very mindful, making sure it's flat and smooth. And then you shift your weight forward. Let's do it one more time each side, shifting. Extending that arm, feeling that beautiful movement in the upper back. Heel, toe, gentle stretch of that muscle. All right, good job. Then we come back to center. So the last part is the ankles. So I'm gonna, I can stand, you can't see it very well, but we're gonna just tap the foot up and down. So I'm gonna kind of mimic with my hand what we're gonna do, and you can put your hands anywhere you like. For us in Tai Chi, we like to think of our center of gravity, which is the lower dantian. And let's switch feet to the other side, tapping the foot up and down. And this is a good one to do in the chair if it's hard to stand. And then we'll go to the other side. This one we're going to do side to side, or I'm giving you another option of doing like circles in the air with your feet. So do what feels right for you. Always do what feels comfortable. And then we want to switch to the other side, tapping the heel and the toe, or heel and the big toe, little toe. That's what I meant, sorry, not the heel. All right, good job. And then we come back to center. So that is our official warm-up. So yay, good. And I'm just gonna double check to see if there's any participants waiting. I don't see any. Okay, so we've been working on, with these free Zoom classes, I've been trying to do a mix of many artists or Tai Chi or Qigong. So that was Dr. Pollyanna that we just did. And now I'd like to do some movements from Daisy Lee, wonderful Qigong movement she calls Zhang Fu Gong. So we've been kind of working on that. To start off, some of you know a different version, but I want to do the detox move that she does. So we're going to start with our hands in the center, so we haven't done it online together like this form. It's slightly different, and I really like it. I think you'll like it too. All right, so hands in the center, just grounding ourselves. If you're standing, knees are slightly bent. Everything's in alignment. Again, tucking that chin, feeling connected to the ground and to the ceiling. And let's begin. We're going to let the right hand rise. And then hands are going to go gently down. Sorry, it's going to come to the thymus. So I know I got a scarf here, but we're going to gently rub our thymus. So our thymus is really important for our immune system. So if you have an overactive immune system, gently rub. And then we're going to gently move our hands now to the lung points and acupressure points on the side. And then the hand will gently go down, like we're brushing off what we don't need and giving it back to the earth. Now we're going to brush up and we're going to rise the hand up. And this is good for the lymph system. And the hand will go across. Both hands will meet by the thymus. And then the other hand will drop and we go to the other side and massage that lung point on the other side. And if you're doing a different side than I am, that's okay. And then we gently brush off what we don't need. And then we gently rise up and letting the hands rise up for the lymph. And then the hands come back to center. We can drop that one hand. Let's do it again, a nice sequence of 3 times. And then gently move it to the lung point, which is between the clavicle and where the shoulder bone meets. There's a little indentation. That's where we massage. And then we gently let that energy, whatever we don't need, let it go into the earth. Then we bring that palms up, hands rise, and then we come back to that thymus center. If you want to rub it a little bit again, sending love. And then go to the other side, dropping that hand, massaging that lung point. And then gently releasing that back to the earth. And then bringing in good positive centeredness, and then hands together. So we're going to do that one more time, both sides. So rubbing, and it doesn't matter what direction you rub. And then we're going to drop the one hand. And now we're going to massage the other lung point. And then we're going to gently have the hand go down, releasing what you don't need, turning the palm up, rising the arm, and then coming back to center. Again, giving a little love to our thymus. Now to the lung point. And then gently the hands coming down, letting go, and then the hands coming up and rising, and then coming back to center. Completing 3 sets of this movement. And then if you want, now we're ready to go down our legs, going down to our legs, I guess, circling around the toes, and rubbing around your ankles, your inner ankles if you can. And then coming up, rubbing around the knees. And then coming back to center. I guess I could have done the leg part before, but I just thought of it at the end. So, and that's slightly different than how I learned it from a different DVD. So it's a little variation. So I just want to throw that to you. So good job. I also like to do the kidney movement. We kind of learned that last time, the kidney. So let's do that as well. So I'm going to try to reverse it so it mimics you, but I'm going to start with the hands going to the right. And imagine a little wave of water going across. And we gently bring it to the left kidneys first. And we gently rub the kidneys. And then we hold it, holding that warmth in. And then we just very slowly and gently imagine water releasing from the kidneys and then going across like a wave in the ocean. And we go to the right kidney and we gently rub. gently hold it, hold in that good, positive, warm energy. And then we just gently let it go like water, releasing, wave going across. And then we do it again. Gently rubbing. So the kidneys in traditional Chinese medicine hold fear. So we want to be very loving with our kidneys right now, as it's a kind of a scary time in our generation, in our lifetime, and let's hold it. Sending good positive thoughts, and then letting it go, releasing that tension, the fear, like on a wave being washed away in the ocean, and going to the other side, gently rubbing, and then holding, and then letting it slowly release, very loving. Doing it one more. I know I was reversing it. Yeah, so we got one more time each side. Holding it, sending it love, and releasing. Going to the other side. Again, rubbing. And holding it. And releasing. And then coming back to center, having the hands on the center of our belly. I know, let me see how much more time we got, because it was a little goofy. Looks like we have about 10 more minutes. I like to move on to doing some Spring Forest Qigong by Chun Yin Lin, and then do the cool down with Dr. Pollyanna. So the ones that I know Dr. Pollyanna, if you're not watching him on Facebook, I highly recommend it. He's doing some free online events. So I'm going to grab a chair, and if you're able to and you have a chair, it's good for this one. We're going to do the doubling of the neck, is what he calls it. And he always does it in a chair. And the movements, you start with the hands on your knees wrapped around. And it's a very small movement, but it is good for the neck. It's good for the heart and the lungs. So that's why he highly recommends us doing it right now during the coronavirus, COVID-19. So, but he says he actually does this every day. So it's a really good movement. So it's very gentle and small. So you just gently lift your head, gently going forward. Imagine that you're going to pick up a little golf ball or a little ball. And then imagine it going straight up. And then lean a little bit back. And gently doing the process again, very small. Bringing the neck down. Imagine there's a little golf ball. And then you're gently rising the neck and holding back. Let's do that again. Gently bringing the neck out. And then gently bringing it up, kind of like a string, pulling it up, and then bringing it back, feeling a little gentle stretch. You can think about your breathing if you want. Inhale. And then exhale as we bring it up. And let's do that again, gently bringing the neck out to your comfort level. Nice and slow. The slower the better. And then gently rising back to the side, coming back up. So let's do it 2 more times. And let's do it 2 more times, gently bringing the neck forward. This is, again, very good. The lungs and the heart. And also good for your neck. And gently, and then gently bringing it up. Good. So that is the dolphining move. I see I got my 10-minute warning. All right, so a few more. So let's do the cupping that he does, because I like that too. So we start with the clapping of the hands, rubbing the fingers, opening the fingers up, making sure that they're open. All right, we start the process with our head going a little bit forward, and we make a cup. So there should be a little hollow, empty spot, and we want to tap the top of the head 9 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we do the tapping between the eyebrows here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to do below the eye sockets 9 times. I hear a little funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's also a spot here between the throat. He says is really good for mucus, so we're just going to rub it up and down 9 times. I kind of lost track of counting, but I think that's 9 times. Again, rubbing that lung point. We did that earlier with that Daisy Lee movement, but he also recommends doing this every day just to help with your immune system. And then we can do the other side. All right, and then he also does a spot in between here. We're gonna just gently press. So you start with a gentle press, then you can press a little bit firmer, and then relax and be gentle again. And we want to start with the left hand, but I guess I'm not reversing, so, but just start with your left hand, and now we're doing it to the right. And now we're going to take the ring finger, press it down, it's like your center, and we're going to gently rub that point. So just nice and relaxed, again, gently, you know, at first gentle, maybe a little bit firmer, then a little bit gentle again, a little bit firmer. And let's switch to the other hand, gently press, a little bit firmer now, gentle, firm, and again, gentle. Then we're gonna move on to the arms, so we're gonna do that same cupping. Now we're gonna do in the elbow. So we're gonna do it 9 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we tap along the inside of the arm. So, and we'll do it 9 times, but you can, or 9 times, 3 times. Now we're gonna go to the other side, but if you wanna do more, you can. And we're gonna do that same cupping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now tapping down the arm 3 times. All right, so the last part for his routine that we're gonna do together is the tapping of the knees. So we're gonna cup on the outside of the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we're gonna go with the left knee first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is a little bit of his routine that he does, just a little bit. And I highly recommend that you check it out if you like it, or I love doing it with you guys too every week. So let's do the traditional Dr. Paul Lamb's cool down. And I think, yep, we got about a few more minutes left, 4.5 minutes. So we're gonna do the Dr. Paul Lamb cool down. We're gonna start with the gently tapping of the thighs to get blood movement, and if you can crisscross, that's good. It's better for your brain, or you can tap straight on if that's hard. Kind of get the blood flow back to the area. And then we're going to gently tighten up our fist. I like to bring it in, crisscross. If you can, go on the ball of your feet, or lift your heels if you're in a chair. And then exhale, opening the arms and releasing, going back on the heels. So gently lifting the heels, crisscrossing the arms, and gently letting go. So this is a modification of Dr. Paul Lamb's movement. And let's do it one more time. And exhale, letting go. And let me show you the traditional way that Dr. Paul Lamb does it. So he gently tightens up his fist. You can go on the ball of your feet or lift the heels. And then gently release and let it go. And let's do that again. Gently tighten up. Inhale, tightening up the tummy. And exhale, releasing. And let's do that one more time. Tightening up. And then letting go. Good. All right, so let's do the last movement that he does in his cool down, which is gathering chi. So inhale. Hands circle around. grabbing life force energy like oxygen, bringing it into the body for our cells. Let's do that again. If you want to bend your knees a little bit, you can. Inhale. Beautiful, beautiful sunlight, vitamin D, bringing that to our bones for nourishment. Let's do that again. Inhale. Beautiful moisture in the air, bringing that into our cells, into ourselves. And let's do it 2 more times. I know we'll do this one a little extra. And grabbing beautiful aroma from all those beautiful apple blossoms or blossoms in the air. And one last time, inhale, gathering beautiful positivity from each other, from this class, from me, and bringing it within your body. Good. And I think we have enough time. I'm going to reverse it. Hands slowly rise up, letting go, letting life flow. Hands slowly coming down, hands rising up, and opening up and expanding. And let's do that again. Inhale, letting it rise naturally without any effort, letting it expand. And let's do that 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. All right, we'll do it one last time. If you notice, I'm bending my knees just a tiny bit. Now they're extending as the hands rise. And opening up, and the knees are slowly sinking back down. Bringing your hands back to the center. Feeling calm and relaxed. All right. I know we did a lot of movement today, but it was really good. Let me bring my chair closer. And I made it by 1 minute extra or on Zoom that I had left.